Righty-ho. We are live, and I'm just repositioning. Let's see if anyone joins us. Just wondering if anyone is in the chat right now. If anyone's in the chat, make sure to leave a comment. Oh, we've got one viewer so far. Welcome to the stream, Empress. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in the past few streams, so it's nice to see you finally joining a live. That's great to see. If you've got any questions, anything at all, make sure to drop a comment and I'll make sure to answer for you. As you can see, there's the tank that all my shorts and videos are based on. So if you want to ask anything about that, I will be giving some updates during this live as well. At the moment, I'm waiting for people to join. So I'm just, oh, we've got 4 people already. Wow, okay. As I was just saying, I was waiting for people to join and we have 4 people in. And there's my girlfriend in the chat, Mia. Nice of you to join the live whilst you're in Aldi. And if you don't know where Aldi is a shop. It's a supermarket. So yeah, my girlfriend's watching from a supermarket, so that's cool to know. Anyone else in here? I see that we've got 4 viewers, so if you could leave a comment in the chat to let me know that you're here, and if I haven't met you before, if I have met you, yeah, it'd be cool. Oh, that is a great question, Empress. Or Irene, I don't know what you prefer, but yeah, what I feed my fish tanks is quite a variety of different things. I tend to feed dry food. I tend to feed frozen food, live food. You want to make sure that whatever food you are feeding, if you're feeding a community tank like mine, that's quite heavily stocked. I say heavily stocked considering the size. I'd say you're best feeding something that spreads around the tank, especially if you've got bottom feeders or shrimp or fish that prefer the food to fall to the bottom. I like feeding frozen Daphnia or live Daphnia because it all stays in the water column, but it also sinks down to the bottom of the tank as well. So when I put a block of frozen Daphnia in, it covers the tank. My tetras love it, my curries love it, my panda coral loves it. Everything in the tank loves Daphnia, and it's great to feed Daphnia as well because it's like a laxative for fish, so it helps them poop. And if you're not a fish keeper, it's a bit strange to say, oh, it helps my fish poo, but it's good because fish tend to get bloated because when you're feeding a lot of dry foods, flake seems to be okay, but if you're feeding the likes of pellets and stuff like that, and bloodworm as well, it can cause bloat and digestive issues. Oh, we've got a clown trigger, Homer. Nice to see you again. Haven't seen you since the last stream, so it's nice to be speaking to some familiar faces as well with Irene. Irene's been subscribed to the channel for a while, but yeah, I'll show you some of the foods that I personally have, the dry foods. I've got the frozen stuff, but it's in the freezer downstairs. So you know what Daphne is. You know what bloodworm is. I like buying the multi-packs of frozen food. There's a place that I go to that I on the fish shop tour called Something Fishy. They do a massive variety of different foods, and they all have it in garlic as well. It's like soaked in garlic, which is like a good cleanser of the system for any parasites and stuff like that. Brine shrimp eggs, I think it was mixed in the frozen food pack that I was just mentioning then. Glassworm's a really good thing to feed your fish as well. Blackworm, tube effects, all them frozen and live foods, because you can freeze the live foods, But I'll show you the dry foods. I think Clown Trigger was here last time when I showed him that. So if I just show you what I have at the minute. So fluval bug bites is what I fed my fish today. It's quite good because any carnivorous fish that prefer to eat insects or meatier type of foods, this is great for them. It's like a nano pellet as well, and you can grind it up in your fingers, so it's quite good for fish. But I'm sure there's a lot more similar products on the market as well. Aquarium flake is a good one as well. As you can see, it's like a mix, so it's like a hybrid of like different things like algae and like ground up shrimp and stuff like that. That tends to be the case with most flake. I know there's Extreme and other brands as well, but I've also got, this isn't the actual thing that I feed. It was Hikari wafers, but I've mixed that in with like these Tetra catfish pellets. The reason I feed the catfish pellets is for the Corridoras and also the Hypancistrus mini snowball plaque. They love that because they're more of a meat eater type of placo. So yeah, I've kind of just put them in this old pot. This is a good pot as well. It's a British brand, UK brand. Algae Wafers King British. I think it was $6.99. It was like a big pot, but that was really good as well because it was like big giant algae wafers. I'm pretty sure like a lot of places do them mixed in with spirulina and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically, to sum up, what I'm feeding at the moment. What basically this what works. I tend to mix around, so I won't feed this a lot because the fish aren't too keen on it. My male epistogramma will hammer anything that falls into the tank. He eats the pellets for the catfish. He eats the flake, the live food, the frozen food, the flake food. He comes up to the surface as well and feeds off the surface. And he's a bottom dwelling fish, so that's kind of confusing for me. But he likes his food. So I tend to rotate between this, rotate between the flake, and I give these daily because I make sure that the plecos and the catfish and the algae eaters eat as well. I also tend to feed a couple pellets in the day, like maybe 3. So 2 of the algae ones with the meteor one, and I do it at the night time as well. So if the clown pleco or the snowball pleco want to eat, they can as well. So yeah, that's what I feed. Moving on anyway. Any more questions at all? Went in a bit of a tangent, but we got through it in the end. Just again, I'm waiting for some questions to come in. Not being rude at all. I think that is the overall team. Okay. So yeah, if you've got any more questions, drop them in the chat. If you've got any more things that you'd like to talk about between everyone, I have an auto feeder on my community tank. It's a mix of all kinds of foods. Sometimes I worry my mollies are savages. Yeah, I can completely get that and agree with you. Some fish can be very food hoggy, so when I said about my male epistogramma, he isn't the dominant fish in the tank. He's not even aggressive either. He's very peaceful for a dwarf cichlid as well, any kind of cichlid. But I have a Pandagora that I've done a video on and also made a lot of shorts on, and he is the dominant fish in the tank. Now, he doesn't hurt the other fish. He does chase them, but he can't cause any damage, really. He doesn't do it. He's calmed down a lot recently, but at one point he became very aggressive and was chasing the other fish. I don't know why. I've lessened the stock now, and he seems to have calmed down. So maybe it was like too many fish, and he wanted to claim territory, and it was annoying him. But he tends to hog the pellets. Same with the epistogramma. He tends to hog the pellets, but like he won't chase the other fish away. They just kind of lay on top of it, and then the other fish have to like try and push them off. But Mollies, I get it completely. I used to keep swordtails, so similar species, and guppies as well. The very food hoggy, um, but I'd definitely say um, I think beta fish can be food hoggy as well. They eat pellets. They'll eat everything. I had a female fighter that died of bloat, unfortunately, but that was because she would not stop eating. She kept eating, eating, eating. So I'd feed for the tank, and she'd eat everything. She'd go around the tank, top and bottom, and just eat as much as possible. And there was no way for me to limit that because I wanted to feed the other fish. So you live and learn. But yeah, I see that trigger said, "Do you feed fresh vegetables?" Um, you know what? I keep meaning to, but the issue with like the live foods and the vegetables is they don't last too long. That's my issue. That's why I tend to feed the pellets and the frozen stuff. I know it's beneficial, and I have done it in the past a couple of times, but a lot of the time I don't want to buy something and then have to get rid of it. So I need to. I want to do it at least once a week in the near future. Obviously, I'm going on holiday. This is what this stream's kind of aiming towards. I'll get onto that later on, but yeah, I know zucchini is great. I know courgette is great. I know cucumber and a couple others like lettuce, spinach, all these kind of things that you could either boil or um, put in the bottom of the tank with a weight. So yeah, when I worked in an aquarium shop or store, should I say, um, they always used to feed the plecos and most of the majority of tanks zucchini or courgette, and they drop it into the bottom of the tank, and they loved it. They'd feed on it all day, and then we'd have to pull the skin out. It's messy, but it's great for the fish. Betas for sure. I had one beta take some food off a shrimp, and they didn't spit it all over her. Didn't even eat it. Maybe it was buy something by man getting the same veggies. Yeah, veggies are great for fish, meaty foods. Again, I think the key when feeding fish, in my opinion, is feeding a variety. I've watched a lot of videos. I might even do a video on it myself since people ask me on a consistent basis when I do these lives. I've only ever done three. I've done one with a guy called Fishco or LH. Um, he's been in the live previously, and I've been in one of his on his channel. Um, basically, I think someone's knocking. Yeah, basically the issue was not the issue, but people always end up feeding the same stuff every single day, and fish can't survive on the same food every day. I've learned that. I think that's why a lot of beginners and new people in the hobby learn very quickly that basically if you're feeding flake every day or pellets every day, bloat can happen, and that's why you need to feed a variety of things like the daphnia, like the vegetables and stuff like that. That'll cleanse the system and help digestion happen. So that's one of the things as well that you need to make sure of. So that's why I always change every day or try and feed a variety. So if the fish are grazing throughout the day and eating bits of food here and there, that they are, eating a variety of stuff so they're able to digest and cleanse the system properly. So yeah, that's definitely a thing for sure. If you give me one moment, I'm just gonna mute for a moment. I'll be right back. Right, hello. Sorry for leaving. I just said in the for a moment that I had to just head out for a moment. Basically, my brother's just shown up, so I went downstairs to say hi and that, and let him know where I am. Let him know that I'm doing a live. Basically, he's only popping in to visit, so yeah, I've become. This is funny. This seeing what everyone's saying in the chat. Yeah, so it's funny how a viewer went down. I lost a viewer after I come back. Was everyone so happy with just watching the fish tank in the background then? I think it piqued everyone's interest that I was missing. But yeah, back to it. You can probably see I've got MD7FishTanks merch. This is old. I thought I put this on for the stream. It's just a discus with a grey hoodie. It's nice. Just a comfort hoodie that I wear around the house. But basically, it's just something that I throw on. I've liked this content. He kind of inspired me. That kind of casual approach to the fish keeping videos. Okay, he's very extreme with his aquascaping and stuff like that. But my approach is slightly different, I guess. But yeah, what fish food additives do you use? I don't tend to add much. I kind of just feed the fish, just with what I was just saying then. Although some of the frozen foods that I buy, and again, I think there's like a little bottle that you can use that I have tried before, has garlic, because garlic's really good for the fish's immune system. It's good to like sweat parasites out, I guess. So like people say when you've got like ick or if you've got any kind of other illnesses, that garlic's a really good thing to use to keep the fish's immune system up, because they kind of sweat. It's fish can sweat, isn't that weird? But yeah, that's something else as well. So I'm gonna, before any more questions come in, I'm gonna change the subject really quickly. I'm not sure there's a lot of people here right now. It only says 2 people. I think there's 3 of you. There's my girlfriend, there's Irene, and Clown Trigger, which is nice to see some familiar faces. But I'll get onto it now. Basically, I'm gonna be going away next week for 4 days, 3 days, 3.5 days, I'd say. So I'm gonna be uploading a scheduled video. It's going to be based on the tank. It's going to be a tank update. It's going to be talking about the usage of CO2 in my tank. I've started using that. I can show you in a moment. It's this. I think I spoke about it in my last stream. It's the System Bio, and I'll be talking about the issues on that. Basically, when I set it up, it just wasn't working. It's quite frustrating, to be honest. So I had to empty the liquid that I'd created, because you have to make like a gel, and the liquid that you make with the activator, it just wasn't working. So I had to redo that, clean the diffuser, and that, because I think there was slightly a bit of water in. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to buy more top ups of it soon. But at the moment, CO2 has been running on the tank for a couple of days now. So hopefully we'll get to see in the coming weeks what the progress is going to be when it comes to plant growth. But I think I'm starting to already see brighter colours on my plants, and a bit of growth in like plants that I haven't seen grow in a long time. So that's nice to see. As well, obviously, I forgot to show this as well. So this filter medium that was given through Pet Aqua, the owner, Jim, when I gave them my lamb chopper asboras, he basically gave me 2 big bags of that filter floss or filter mat to put in my external filter. So my water is a lot more crystal clear, a lot less dirty, and there's a lot less stuff floating around the water. So that's great as well. But yeah, I'll explain that in the video in a bit more detail, and that video will be scheduled for when I'm on holiday. I'm going away to Poland for a couple of days, and yeah, so there will be no shorts, no lives, just a scheduled video for the couple of days, and then I'll be back to more videos and powering them out. I've got quite a lot scheduled when I come back. So I've got an aquascaper, a work friend's tank, an 11 litre. I've been telling him that the stocking in his tank wasn't great. He's got an 11 litre tank, which is a very small tank, and he had I think he had 3 mollies, one died, he's got 2 left. I think the best thing for the mollies or them fish is to be rehomed, and maybe he starts with shrimp or starts with maybe a fighter fish, a beta fish. Now I know there's different arguments here and there, big, small tanks, maybe a beta fish or some small schooling fish. So I'll have that conversation with him and try and work something out to see what's the most humane stocking that he could have in his tank. But I'm going to be aquascaping that for him as well. If he doesn't want to move on the fish he's already got, then there's nothing I can possibly do because it's his tank at the end of the day. I can only recommend and give him the advice as a fish keeper. But if they are his pets and he feels like they're doing well and he's wanting to do the maintenance and keep the parameters good with his tank, then that's down to him. So yeah, there's that scheduled. I'm hoping to potentially maybe do a live before I go away, another one maybe, or somewhere before. I've got Aqua Visit Escapes coming. Aaron, I think. Yeah, I think it's Aaron. He's going to be coming from Canada. And he's a lovely bloke. I've been talking to him on basically a daily basis about his videos, my videos, our goals, and what we're going to be doing on our collab as well. We're making a collab on a big fishbowl, and I have it in my room, but I'm going to keep it hidden until the video. It's quite a big fishbowl. I'm going to be putting live plants in. I've got the light there. I've got the old used aqua soil to have the beneficial bacteria. And yeah, it's going to be a nice setup. I'll show you that video. Well, I won't show you that video. That video will be coming in February, early to mid-February. It should be out, and it'll be great. So I'm excited for that as well. That collab, we'll definitely benefit from it both greatly, and hopefully in the future, you might see me going to Canada, the US, to be filming some videos. So I'll get into answering your questions now. Sorry for ignoring. How long have you been in the fish keeping community? I think I asked before. In the community, I don't think I have a direct answer for that. I've been keeping fish for around I've been keeping fish for 5 years. Obviously, I've had goldfish and stuff like that when I was a kid, but actual keeping fish, me looking after the fish, keeping them, 5 years I've been keeping them. I've got a fish tank of fish keeping evolution on my channel. If you haven't watched it already, Irene, so I've been keeping fish for quite a short period compared to most fish keepers, but for me, quite a while. And I've learned so much. I've worked in an aquarium shop as well, or aquarium store, so that's another good learning experience for me. But in the community, like posting things, stuff that probably about 2 to 3 years, maybe I'd say 4 years until I start like joining Facebook groups and forums and posting pictures of my tank and asking advice on fish and stuff like that. But when it comes to making videos and being in the YouTube community, I'd say it's only been 2 months or 2 or 3 months. So yeah. How old is your oldest fish I've got right now? In this setup, my oldest fish that I have, almost 3 years old. I'd probably say my gold laser cories, because I did have Otto Synchlas, but as you probably know, Otto Synchlas aren't the hardiest fish. So when I've had issues here and there, I've lost them. I've got coolie loaches that I've kept for a long time. The longest kept fish that I had in the tropical or freshwater was coolie loaches, and they lasted me about 3 years, and then I handed them to the place I was working at because I was keeping crevensis and I was going through a different period in time where I wouldn't have had the right setup for them, so it wouldn't have been good to keep them fish in kind of an empty rockscape. They wouldn't have had anywhere to hide, so I gave them away, and kind of regret that because I got 3 coolie loaches now, but they were chunky and they were like chunky coolie loaches. So yeah, I think the longest fish I've kept in my tank at the moment are my gold laser cories, probably around 3 years, and near enough to say, or no, 2 years, almost 3 years, and the same for my Pandagora, going towards the same time period as well. But yeah, they're my longest kept fish at the moment. But a lot of the fish I've got in here, they're well over a year old now. When it comes to how long I've actually kept them, I don't know all the fish were when I got them. Quite a lot of them were kind of juveniles, so you can't really have a accurate idea how old the fish are. So yeah, keep asking questions, keep sharing onto your community pages, sharing with your friends, get more people in the stream. It'd be nice to talk to more people, get some questions flowing around, some discussion in the chat. And also, by the way, I get giddy every time and a little teary eyed sometimes, but it's nice to have this interaction and this ongoing conversation that I have with you guys and the people in the community as well. It seems that I've got like a nice community forming and growing slowly but surely. And yeah, I'm hoping to, grow it even bigger. I want 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. My birthday's the 28th next month. So if we can try and reach 300 by then, or 350, you know what? I'll set the goal. I'll set the bar higher. 350. I want 350 subscribers by February 28th, if possible. Especially with the collabs that I've got coming up in these bigger videos, I'm hoping to reach there. Whether I have to do collaborative lives or more lives by myself and speak to you guys and you sharing with your friends and their friends sharing with them, then that'd be amazing as well. But I'm wanting to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. It was wonderful seeing you again. Thanks for asking my questions. No worries, Irene. I think that's you going now, but I appreciate you joining the live. If you're staying, that'd be great as well. But if you have to go, then that's fine as well. No pressure at all. But I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, I'm hoping, as I said, to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. I want to get 350 by the end of February. And yeah, no, actually, I want 400 maybe. But yeah, I'm wanting to grow this channel as big as possible, educate people, talk about many different parts of the fish keeping hobby. I'm going off to head off now. Thank you very much, Irene. I appreciate you tuning in, and thanks for your consistent support and comments on my videos, on my shorts, and joining the live as well. I appreciate that. So I'll see you later, Irene. But I see that we now have 4 viewers in. If you're new, if you're old, leave a comment, say hi, let me know you're here. I appreciate everyone viewing and watching and sharing. Yeah, basically, as I said, I'm happy celebrating 250 subscribers. Do I have space for a bigger tank? Unfortunately, not. Trigger. If it was down to me, I'd get a lot more tanks. I'd have at least 4 minimum. But unfortunately, I think I spoke about this in my last live. This is all I'm allowed in this household. I'm living at home with my parents. I'm wanting to move out by the end of the year. I'm changing jobs in the near future, maybe. Depends what's available and stuff like that. But if that lines up, then I'll be moving out. And once I move out, I also want to make sure that the place I'm moving into, I'm able to keep more tanks. So the idea is to maybe have a rack, a fish tank rack or shrimp rack. But as I said, in the next video or in the upcoming collab that I've got, I'm going to be getting a fish bowl. So I do have a fish bowl at the moment. It's abysmal. It's housing a couple shrimp in darkness. They're still alive. The perfectly fine parameter is great. It's been sat there without water changes. Minimal water changes. And with this bowl scape that I'm going to be doing, it's quite a big bowl, so I might be able to keep some fish with it. But it is going to be kind of an ecosystem one way. I won't be doing a lot of water changes. I want it to be kind of self-sustaining. So I am only allowed a bowl and a tank, unfortunately, and that's kind of pushing it. But I do want to have more tanks, without a doubt. It's just, obviously, this is the situation at the moment. Sorry about that. Being interrupted. But yeah, as I was saying, when it comes to the tank, this is the only one I've got. The fish that I've got in there are staying for a while now, because the goal is that this will be moving with me to my next place in the future. So a bowl and a tank, that's my limit at the moment. But again, I want to get bigger tanks. I want to get smaller tanks. I'm going to be doing a lot more aquascapes and videos and collaborations with other creators. Obviously, as you've probably seen on my channel, if you haven't already, make sure to check out. I'm thinking of giving my 2.3 Island. Is that a tank me? Is that a type of aquarium that you've got? Is that the brand? But yeah, as I was saying, if you check on my channel, I've got a video that's an easy beginner aquascape, I called it, but it was a rescape of my cousin's tank. He had a fighter fish, but he rehomed it because he wanted to have a small community tank, so he's got fork-tailed rainbow fish. Two, they were blue dream shrimp, but obviously over generations they turn brown, so he's got two of them, and he's got a bunch of small corridors in the bottom as well. So that is the video that I made with him. And then obviously we're going to be doing a video for my work friend as well, so rescaping his tank and stocking his tank, so that'll be good. I will be getting update videos, and I may be doing update videos on these tanks for these people, so that's to compensate, I guess, in sense for I've only got the one tank. So yeah, that's basically the situation when it comes to more tanks and stuff like that. So I'll be making updates and videos on other people's tanks, and hopefully again going to fish rooms and going to different places and other aquarium stores and shops. So that's the goal really. Until obviously I get my own place and then I'm able to make videos on my own tanks and stuff like that. If I get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, you never know. I might start funding my move out and more tanks. So yeah, if you want to keep on sharing, keep getting me out there, keep getting my name pushed onto other friends in the community and stuff like that, please do. I would appreciate it. And obviously, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be investing in the content a lot more. So I'll be probably getting a new PC to edit the videos on. At the moment, I edit everything on my phone. I'm streaming off my phone. I film on my phone. It's all done on my phone. It's all from my room. It's just the one tank and me, and that's where I've begun, and that's where the humble beginnings are. And hopefully, in the future, I'll have my home set up with loads of tanks and better equipment, better content for you guys. So yeah, I do appreciate the support. So if you're able to, again, share this to your community, share this to your friends, get my name out there, get more people watching the stream, get people asking questions and viewing the content on the channel, then that'll be amazing as well. So yeah, any more questions at all? If anyone's got any questions. Just going to be doing something in the background on my Xbox whilst I'm waiting for some comments to come in. See, we've got 2 people in. If you are new to the stream or the live, make sure to leave a comment or drop something in the chat as a question if you are interested in finding some information out that you believe that I'll be able to answer, or if you want to ask anything about myself or what videos you'd like to see. That's definitely a topic I'd like to get onto. If anyone would like to ask any questions on what videos you'd like to see in the future, that would be much appreciated. Just waiting for any comments at all or anything dropped in the chat. Right, we've got 3 people on the stream or the live. thanks for joining. If you want to ask any questions about what content you'd like to see in the future, or any type of videos at all, make sure to leave a comment and leave a like and share to your friends as well if you want people to see my new and upcoming content, should I say. So yeah, if you've got any questions, drop something in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you want to see. It'd be much appreciated. And yeah, let's get a discussion going on the videos. How is everyone finding the videos on my channel at the moment? If you have watched, or if you are going to watch, like, what type of videos do you enjoy? Like, what content do you like? What YouTube videos do you watch? That is the topic that we're going to be discussing right now. If anyone's here anyway, that is a question. I see that we have 2 people in. That's nice. If you're new, or if you are watching and you haven't commented already but you'd like to ask a question, ask away. I am open to answer some questions. Content is good, man. Keep it up. Appreciate the comment, visitor. Visitor. I'm butchering your name. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, I didn't know that if you were able to or not, so I appreciate you coming in and dropping something in the chat. Are you free right now to potentially join the live? So we could get this discussion going on with the viewers about what this bowl is going to be going on, or if you're not free, we can schedule something in the near future if that's all right, pal. You may or may not be busy. It's a difficult thing to tell because obviously you're in a different time zone, and I'm not aware what you're doing right now. But if you are able to join, then that would be great as well. Even if it's for like a couple minutes to let the viewers know if you're ready. I'm not free, sorry. Yeah, true. Apologies for, well, not apologies, but yeah, that's completely understandable. But yeah, this is a general discussion. Obviously, I've got some planned videos coming up about, aquascapes and rescaping people's tanks, and updates on their tanks and stuff like that as well. But if you want to see any type of videos, or like what videos that you're enjoying at the moment from my channel, like for example, if you are enjoying the top 5 videos, are you enjoying just anything that I'm putting out at the moment? Is it the fish shop tours? I know quite a few people found the channel through the fish shop tours, which is understandable. It's something that is kind of in demand with people that, you know, want to go and visit places but they can't. So if you'd like to let me know what videos that brought you into the channel, or that you'd like to see and stuff like that, then drop a comment in the stream and let me know. But yeah, again, if anyone that has just joined in, I'd like to also again just give a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Sorry, I got to shoot a photo. Right, no worries. I appreciate you dropping in anyway and stopping by. So thanks for joining in anyway. But yeah, let's get on to, again, obviously, thank you very much. I do appreciate everyone joining in, subscribing to the channel, and that the growth with the channel has been amazing and heartwarming for me to have like so many people support me. doing the thing that I love. And speaking about the thing that I love when it comes to, obviously, it, fish keeping, like I adore and love fish keeping so much. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, thank you. If you're a viewer that's been in the channel for a while, thank you as well. But yeah, if you want to see the channel grow more and better content and see more videos, then make sure to subscribe and get me shared onto your friends as well. It's been an interactive stream for sure, but also a quiet one. I feel like maybe the time is different, and I think I found out with last time uh, how where my viewers are based, I guess, because I was getting a lot of American viewers or European viewers, so it was nice to see people from different areas in the world, but as well, obviously, I do have kind of a mix: Indonesia, Asia, Asia in general, the US, Canada. So I've got quite a wide variety of people in my audience. But yeah, anyways, with it being so quiet at the moment, I feel like I might have selected an in between time to stream. So I feel like it's been quite a quiet stream. But I thought obviously I'd speak to anyone that would join in or had joined in about what the updates are with the channel. But just one more time before we go, I'm going to be going away for 4 days. I'm going to be going to Poland. So when it comes to Sunday, or once it hits Sunday, there'll be a lack of shorts slash like videos or uploads. There will be a scheduled video, but once I come back on the Thursday night, I'll be maybe doing a short on on the tank itself, showing what the tank looked like. Obviously, being away for 4 days and seeing the growth with the CO2 and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically the plan, and that's what's going to be happening. But yeah, I appreciate everyone joining in. Thanks for joining in. Thanks if you commented. Thanks if you're still watching or interacted and liked the video. If you shared it, even I say the video, the live. But yeah, that'll be the live for tonight, guys, girls. And I appreciate everyone coming in, and make sure to obviously keep your eyes out for upcoming content, videos, and make sure to watch the videos that you haven't watched already. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.